Hi there, it's Tish with Star Love Healing. I'm here to do the North Node collective energy reading for, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, the collective energy reading for the North Node in Scorpio. So this is a tarot reading for the energy of your journey right now for those of you who have a North Node in Scorpio. So if you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you again so much for coming back and Happy New Year. So I am going to pull a Divine Feminine energy card, and I'm going to pull a Divine Masculine energy card to get a gauge of your Divine Masculine and Feminine energy. You have both. But if you are a masculine, if you side more with your masculine energy, then the masculine energy card is going to have more power in this reading. And if you are a feminine, then the feminine energy will be more powerful. Okay, what is the masculine energy here right now? Oh, thank you. Okay, so for feminine energy, we got Sekhmet reduction. Sekhmet definitely takes out stuff, right? Whew, very powerful. And then we've got the masculine energy with Mithras, which is sacrifice. And then Ganesha, which is obstacles. So, oh, wow. I feel like the masculine energy right now is really having to like go to battle against a lot of outside forces. And it may not even be outside, excuse me. It may not even be outside. It may be like really having to show up with their armor to maybe handle some internal stuff or external stuff. However that looks for you right now. We'll probably get deeper in the reading. And Sekhmet is here to wipe up the battlefield. Clear it out. So, I like that. That means that whatever is going to be done will be cleared up. Okay? Okay. Whatever needs to be done will be cleared up. This is going to be the Enchanted Map Oracle. So where are we at on this journey? Thank you. This is North Node Scorpio. Magic Stream. I love that. Let's read that really quickly. It's number 18, so that could be a number, a date that is very important. Magic Stream. Everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. Every experience you have seems to have its own life story with a beginning, a middle, and an eventual end. However, there is danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they all are a part of a continuity that has a greater evolution. Like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the world, one leading into another, influencing and informing still more. Inspiration, invention, and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is a shared storehouse for potential. When you remember you're part of the fluid continuity of life, you will become a channel for great inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. While I was reading that, I also did get this like feeling of kind of a slight jealousy of like, have you ever had a situation where you've thought of something and then all of a sudden you see it happen and you're like, whoa, what's that synchronicity, right? Well, that also happens sometimes with your ideas. If you have an idea of like a company, a project, a product, a quote, like an idea of what you've been throwing around in your head. And then all of a sudden you scroll on the next thing on a social media and you'll be like, oh, this person just said it. Oh, this person just created my product. Oh, this is what I was talking about. And you get discouraged sometimes when you're like, That was my idea. That was my, like, I thought I was onto something and someone already has done it. Have you ever had that experience? Because I know I have a lot. And I actually just realized, like, there's so many projects and like companies that or products and companies I've thought of that I don't have the money to implement. I don't have the resources to make it happen. But I have thought it through so deeply that I've like basically have a business plan in my head about this said product. And sure enough, a few years, maybe 5-10 years later at most, I will see that product. And I'll be like, oh, so glad someone had money to do it, because I don't have money to do it. But clearly it was a damn good idea, because here it is, you know. But I feel like for some of y'all, it might be like it might be word for word like that, or it is something that is like it, where you're like, I thought of this. And I think the point of it is to acknowledge that you just being creative in your own right helps the collective. It basically can give that idea to the person who can have the means to do it. Understand, you will get yours. Someone else's idea is going to come in front of you on a golden platter and be like, here's yours. And then you run off with it. We all have a purpose, and just still being creative is sometimes that purpose. You will receive your good idea and it will mature, right? Don't be jealous is the point. That's how the collective works together. Okay, so North Node Scorpio, we have the Hermit. Okay, so we're definitely pondering things, right? We're definitely going inward, seeing how the inner workings of ourself, wondering how and why and should or shouldn't, all the things. Like, this is a deep internal process right now for you. Okay, we've got Justice and the Wheel of Fate. See, guys, I really feel like it kind of goes what I was just saying on some level, where it's like your karmic justice, your Wheel of Fate justice is gonna happen. Maybe it already has happened. Maybe we have it happen so many times in our life and we don't even really even respect that it was what it was. Maybe we don't even give it that much credit. But something is like, the Wheel of Fate is very karmic. You go up, you go down. You go up, you go down, right? But justice is divine justice. These are 3 major arcanas in your reading. This is a very big energy. This is something, you're in a cycle right now, part of your hero's journey that is by multiple here, but it is, oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I didn't even put this together, but now I am. We literally go from 9, 10, 11. And this is, whoa. This is a big, you are going through the part of the hero's journey that's the Hermit. Then it goes to the Wheel of Fate. Then it goes to Justice. You are experiencing it fast. You don't have just one major arcana. You have 3 in a row, like the ones that go in a row. It's like the hero's journey is like, you have to do this to be able to get to here. You are doing all three. Pow, pow, pow. This is fast accelerant of a big, big chunk. It's this part where you are going in, you're seeking understanding. That understanding is helping you make choices that you may never otherwise make if you hadn't gone inward and had some self-reflection. You make that choice on your next thing, and the universe rewards you and says, yes, that was exactly how you were supposed to do that. Then justice comes in and brings you a bouquet of flowers of pure abundance and says, you did it. Congratulations. Now here's your karmic payout. Here's your debt that you are owed. I don't know if y'all even get how awesome this is. Whoa. And I think it has something to do with the fact that you shared with others. You understood others had a role that maybe you weren't allowed to take part in. And you didn't judge them or the universe or your creator or yourself and be like down talking it. Well, they didn't deserve it. No, you did none of that. You acknowledged that that was their time. And maybe that's just a person, or it is a collective. I don't know. Thank you. That was wild how they flew out like that. We got the clock that landed over here on the Hermit. Needs time, takes time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. That's Hermit. That's called self-reflection. Taking the time you need to acknowledge you don't have all the answers, but you're going to sit with the question and see what answer you do come up with. But you're quiet. You take the time, the patience, to listen to what the message is. And then the hammer is over here, which is sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. I think this is something that has been a karmic wheel in your life. You've had many chances to fix this, and you've seen it happen over and over again. And that's why it might trigger you. But if you reflect on this and take the time, you will heal it. And it will no longer be this karmic cycle you're on. You're working on it. Shoot, just acknowledging that you're working on it is incredible. Just telling yourself and others, hey man, I don't have the answer right now, but it's my focus. I've got it. I've got it on my forefront. Like, I know what I'm thinking about. I'm trying to fix that. I'm trying to work on this, fix it. I see the problem. And then birds. Making contact, noisy, text or call someone, negotiate, chatter, debate, discuss. Birds. What is this birds with the Hermit? It fell over here on the Hermit. The yarn. Complicated circumstances. Maybe communication has really been... okay. Yeah. I was going to say, when I saw the birds, I kind of was like, maybe... Like, I feel like this is kind of in the sense of needing to... Like, not hearing... Or you're going to be getting... messages from your ancestors, from because that's what birds kind of are. They are messengers of ancestral communication. And then the yarn came out, which is, you know, puzzling, conundrum, all tied up. The Tower Mars card came out, meaning, you know, like raw energy, destruction, impulsive desire, chaos. And then the elephants came out, gentle, powerful, wise. And the elephant was the last card to come out. And it almost kind of felt like some people here maybe don't feel like they're getting any guidance from their ancestors. And so that's a really big, like, grinding point for them. But it's like the elephant is here to be like, trust that be gentle with yourself, having lucid dreams and really like healing in those dreams. Just being very like, it's like telepathy might be something that is happening right now with your ancestors. And if you don't know what really telepathy looks like, then you may not be hearing it as a telepathic message from your ancestors. But you do have protection here, and you do have communication with people that are here to help. Huh. Anything else? The hammer, the mice, illness, fatigue, stress, anxiety, worry, restlessness. Fear. The fishes came out with the swans. And the hermit card came back out again. Oh my goodness me. And stepping stones. The stepping stones came right near the clock. There's steps to take here, guys. Keep going. Just do it step by step, day by day. And it does say spiritual growth, which I feel like if you have 3 major arcanas in a row here, you're going through some spiritual growth. No questions about that. And then, so the fishes and the swans over here on the stress with the mice. Like, are you both, I mean, it feels like this, you know, this is so, like, you're stressed out about money and abundance and how it's coming and how you're spending and what's being asked of you. And you're also stressed out about your love life. Like, what is the deal here? It's like you're stressed about 2 of the biggest things that all human beings are consumed by. And it's stressing you out. It quite possibly is stressing your body out too. Because when I saw illness, I said it, but it felt like a really big oomph when I when I said it out loud. And I will be honest, sometimes the hermit card, from my personal experience, when you're needing to have hermit time, it's because you've really exhausted yourself. And sometimes that does come in the form of being sick. And the one thing I found out from the last time I was being sick is that the most unspoken worst thing about being sick is that all you can do is sit there and not move and think and think and think, because anything that's on your plate emotionally, financially, spiritually, it just sits in here, and that's all you can do is think about it. Can't do anything about it because you're sick. Like, what I mean by this is, if you have something that is on your mind and you can go out and go hang out with friends and go out to dinner or go to work, those are all things to distract you from what's really bothering you. But when you're sick, there's no way to distract yourself. Sure, you can watch a movie, but eventually if you're so sick, you can't even stay committed to a 30-minute show because your brain hurts, you have a headache, you can't even see because your eyes are itchy, like whatever the thing, right? Or you're sleeping. So when you're sick, you're stuck with your internal program, and it won't let you go until you've finished understanding it. And that is what the Hermit card is. When you're in the Hermit energy, you will not be released from Hermit until you actually take the time to seek the answers within. Okay, I think we're good here. There's definitely a lot of hermiting here. Let it be. Okay, so this is the Spiritual AF Oracle, and we're going to pull a card out of here. I love this oracle because it's raunchy and it's naughty, and it's too many cards, and it kind of just hits you between the eyes. So that's what I love about it. Okay, here we go. Your card says, you gonna cry about it or boss up? Pro tip, do both. It says you can do both. The real ballers feel their feelings and do what they know is right at the same time. You still the boss, even if you the crying boss. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Cry if you have to cry. Let it out. Tears are the best way and the fastest way to healing. It's literally been proven. If you cry about something, you are literally expressing it out of your body, and you no longer have it in here. At least a good chunk of that energy is out of your body. Instead of you holding it in, not acknowledging it, not crying, not letting yourself cry, it actually holds it in. You know, and then you just have spiritual growths all over you. I know that's extreme, but cry and tell me what you think about it afterwards. You feel very refreshed afterwards. You actually sometimes are like, I'm not even upset about that anymore because you've released it. So be a crying boss if you have to be. Just let it out. All right, thank you, North Node Scorpio. I hope this has given you something to help you on your journey. If it has, please like the video, comment, and subscribe if you want to have some more, like every, this year, 2026, have some guidance on that journey of yours. So thank you. Y'all take care, and I will see y'all later. Happy New Year.